what actually changes when you cut down on gaming? I used to game 12 hours, 14 hours per day, and I've cut down on it a lot in the past few years. And it has improved my life drastically. I'm here to share what benefits I've seen in my life, and hopefully you can too if you can cut down on your gaming. When I decided to reduce my gaming time, I faced a lot of challenges and a lot of surprising benefits as well. When I was deep into gaming, I didn't find joy in any other activities in my life, be it just simply cleaning my room, cleaning my desk, doing other chores that I have to do, talking to my family. All these things didn't bring joy in my life because gaming was the thing that was always occupied in my mind and something that I looked forward to every moment that I was not gaming, and the other things, I lost interest in them. And this was one of the biggest benefits and the immediate benefits that I saw in less than a week. That is, I found joy in doing simple things. Just simply, cleaning my desk here, just moving this pen from an untidy place to a clean, to where it's supposed to be. I found a simple joy in doing these simple things, and this got better over time. Initially, it was very difficult. Like, I used to crave going back to the game. I want to go back, I want to play. But over time, it got much easier. I remember a time when holding a conversation was very difficult for me. So my mind was always into gaming, thinking about it, what I need to do next, what are my next things that I need to do, what are the achievements I want to achieve, or what gear I want to get into, or what rank I want to reach. So these were the things that were in my mind all the time. And even holding a proper conversation was challenging to me, especially with my family. After I reduced my gaming time, the conversation became better. Like, I was more in the moment. Earlier, when I used to just wander off thinking about random things, I found it difficult to focus on certain things. After reducing my gaming time, I felt it much easier to hold on to conversations, to listen properly to what people are talking to me about. And I'm very glad that I reduced my gaming time. I quit it completely right now, but even limiting its hours, I've seen a lot of benefits in that. So when I was gaming, one of the things that kept me gaming is, looking forward to meet my friends, meet my guild mates, and to, just have a conversation with them about the game itself, about what we're going to do in the game. And I used to think that, I'm going to miss this out. This was a constant struggle that I had. If I stopped gaming, which is a big part of what I am, and these friends that I have, I'm going to miss these friends that I have made over here. And this was far away from the truth. The truth is that, even now I keep in touch with my close friends outside the game, but it's just, I simply call them, and that's it. I can keep in touch with them. It's not necessary that I have to meet them during gaming or something. This is something, it's a simple thing that, I didn't realize at the time, but I think I use this as a reason to just keep me in the game rather than, admit that, it's simple. Like, even if I come outside the game, if I don't play as much, I can still call them and, just talk to them about life in general, whatever. Even if it's about gaming itself, I can still call them outside game. So it's not necessary that I have to game to keep in touch with them. Remember that. Yeah. One more thing was, this was a big hit for me, that I had held on to this identity that I was a gamer. And when I was trying to reduce gaming, I was, it was not in cohesion with my identity. My identity was of a gamer, and reducing my gaming time meant I was moving away from that identity, and there was an inner struggle in me to go back to how I was. And this was one of the most challenging things, to give up the identity that I'm a gamer. And I picked it up long time back in my college, and I held on to this identity for a very long time, that I am a gamer and this is a big part of my identity. So losing this was difficult, but over time, of course, it became easier and easier, and now I don't hold on to that identity. I would say I'm a part-time gamer, or even I've stopped completely. I follow it here and there, but it's not a big part of my identity right now. One thing I've learned is in life, we have several identities, and you might have realized it yourself. You held on to this identity when you were in school, maybe when you were in preschool, when you were in like grade 4 5. You have a very different identity compared to when you come out of school. Trust me, if you have not come out of school, your identity will change. In college, your identity will change. After you finish college, maybe when you join a job, your identity will change. So this is a constant thing in your life, that your identity will not remain constant. Some things will remain, of course, but most aspects of your identity that you hold on to so dearly right now will change. And that's the similar case with me, that I am a gamer, so this doesn't need to stay on forever. And if it is something that you want to hold on to, that you want to hold on to this identity that you are a gamer, then it's better to manage it. Like, does this identity sit well with your broader goals in life? So you might have some other goals in life. For example, you want to have a fit body. Now if you're gaming 12 hours, 14 hours per day, and this is stopping you from working out or doing any other things productive, then something to question about, like, is this truly your identity, that somebody who games these many hours per day, or is it something else? Yeah, sometimes it's difficult to identify that there is this problem that I'm having. So I've designed a scorecard to understand this problem. Only if I wish I had this at the time when I was into gaming so much, to identify that there is a problem. So I've designed this scorecard. I'll put a link below and you can take it and see it for yourself. So I score in different aspects of your life, in health, in relationship, in productivity, just to get a holistic idea of how gaming is impacting different parts of our lives. So the first few days were the most difficult ones, to be honest. So once I let go, the very next day there's this strong craving to go back and get back into it, even if it's like difficult. Even if I've made up my mind that I don't want to go back again, the cravings are still very strong when it's very fresh. So that's when the most amount of effort would be required, when you actually stop gaming. And over time it will get easier and easier. So one thing I suggest is replace your gaming habit with something else. Identify what you want to do in your life. Maybe it's going to the gym. So you could replace your gaming habit with gym. You could replace it with simply cleaning your room up, and you could replace it with talking to your friends or calling up your family and just talking to them, just like that. One thing I would suggest you to do is get busy doing other things. That is, don't be bored that you're not gaming. Try to get busy with any other thing. Don't get addicted to anything else, but within reason, just go into some other habits that you are passionate about. You know about it yourself. If you don't know what you want to do, you can just try to find out, like Google it, try to find out, okay, what other things are helpful. You can even start taking long walks. This helps me a lot, just going out and taking long walks. It's a sort of meditation where you let your mind wander and think about things. It is difficult to do, but this is something you could try. So it's been a while since I have overcome this addiction, and I would say in general my mood is much better after I've left this. When I was in the zone gaming, the mood was fine, like I was fine. But after that, I used to regret that a lot, and this used to bring down my mood a lot. So I used to feel uncomfortable. I was not in a happy mood, a little bit depressed. Even after I had reduced my hours drastically, my mood in general was better. Gaming could also be something productive, but of course within reason, and making sure that your other responsibilities or other things in your life are taken care of. So if you are somebody who's thinking about quitting gaming and you're worried about how difficult it's going to be, so trust me, it's not going to be that difficult. I mean, the initial few days would be difficult, but then it gets better over time. And if you really want help overcoming this, I can help you out. I'll put a link to my calendar below. Book a time slot that works for you and we can discuss over this. Giving up gaming sometimes just feels impossible, but trust me, it is not. I've made a video about it. You can check it out here to understand what are the issues and how you can overcome them. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.